Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, Empress Fox in the booth with Kirk Brewster. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's stopped at the 18. Return trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The offense with three tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning. Sometimes just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 for the first possession. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To get past him in. Breaks into the clear. Across the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
All the footwork that they've done to get ready for this game, here they are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has. PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They were fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss. There aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Offense made it across here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Smith. Gets made on the out route.
Well, they go with the out route here, but they're going to be short of sticks. I'm not sure what the plan was, but the quarterback and the receiver have to understand the situation a little bit better. Now it's fourth and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Pass rush closing in. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long on the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball. It's a big third down defensive play.
I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And the last time they scored a touchdown, can they keep clicking here? Will the defense come up with a stop? Zero running to stop right at the line of scrimmage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. That's not going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback sets off, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath quarterback. Brought down, but broke the tackle. Produce a solid gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things and allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the back now goes in motion. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Back to back deep shots. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he chops it on fourth down.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Here's the second down play. Back to throw. It's Smith. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the next downfield. Will make the tackle, but not before he gets it all the way to the 30.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback. Right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out of Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Oregon. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Mexican execution is built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. You got momentum at the start of that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he's coming out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their new 14. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. It's
receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers, usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Right example of that right here.
The offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. On the move now. The pass is incomplete to Ralph, and eventful first quarter. Early on, it's a fun battle to go to the national championship deadline. End of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. Direct snap to the back. But a quick stop for the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back, we're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Fourth down attempt so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab behind the line. Mid-spurt. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Pass is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return. The play ends that play.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They hand it off. Fights through the tackle. Gets the first and still running. They get it down to the 2 with an excellent run there.
Well, a good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. Honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
Second down after that run on It's Smith. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He's brought down just short of that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They were going to keep him short of the first down marker. And a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And he drops back in the gun. Closer to the running back. Can he make the first down? He's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown. Ducks. He couldn't stop him there.
Just how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Look at the throw. It's a nice game. We move the football up to the 27.
That's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in his game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Goes into bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up the first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. And this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And looking to throw now on first down. He finds the running back in the flat. Now it's 2nd down here. Back to throw again. It's an out-route, the catch made. The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kurt. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Looking for a receiver. Brandon behind the line. It's Fields. He did the ball, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a quick catch. Running with purpose. Puts out of bounds after a solid gain.
Running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Buckeyes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. You've got heavy pressure.
Well, he's already thrown an interception here in his first half. He doesn't want to make a habit of this going forward. Almost threw another one.
Getting set. Here's second down. They go with a direct snap. Into the end zone. He really slowed down a pass. Very close to the goal line.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw it even before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer it before halftime. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Smith. Looking deep to the right side. Man, catch made, big play. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. And a good timeout call by the offense after the play. After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. There's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on first and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw to the big man for some positive yards on first and 10.
That one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looking deep downfield to the left. The pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Gotta be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Timeout is called. Fun strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on fourth down, now comes the field goal line, trying to add 3 points here before halftime. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you
Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. Kickoff a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Let's start the third quarter here on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from 26. Looking downfield, it's Smith. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunity.
Looking for a deep completion. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt. But he paid the price. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Important 2nd down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they've got him on the blitz.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Here comes early on. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Off the play fake, and they look to throw it. They got it. The ball, he couldn't escape.
Chris, I'm a bit surprised they went with play action here on 3rd and such a long distance to gain. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you're asking the quarterback to catch the snap. Now he's got to take his eyes off of the coverage by worrying about a play action, and the result is a sack.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. But he's got some space here. Returner blubbed out. Sets up the next drive. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This drive is important. That's what ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And now the handoff. They took the first, looking for more. That's a solid game. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Receiver makes the grab. And a nice 1st down game there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. And the quarterback will just sneak it in.
Well. The quarterback's guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And here's that wrinkle, the wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. The wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Smith. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down at this, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more back there.
Now third down short on the 22. You expect this is third-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his back. Can't pull down. Defensive play brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The offense will stay out there. They are 2 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon, to put them on top now.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. And what I'd love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
After the extra point, the lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On first and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. It's the running back in the front. And they've got it.
You're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain degree. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. His contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Offense coming to the line and might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back. It's Smith. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. A huge gain here.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. First and 10 play coming up. On the run, it's Smith. Fighting off the defender. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Now I like the run play here. Offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. He escapes the pocket. Breaks an open space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
Handoff from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the mark.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back, it's Smith. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris. If you throw the ball on third and short, unable to come up with a first down. Now here fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the handle?
Rolling the dice a bit. One possession and going for it on fourth down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. A crushing play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfired?
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Both to throw it here on second down. Pitch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down after a short gain there. Tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, they got the matchup that they wanted here, Chris, with this quarterback having enough time. Good job by the offensive line. He puts it right on the money. Huge gain. You look at the clock and you look at the score. This is an opportunity here to walk some clock and potentially get the go-ahead score late. You don't want to give that opposing quarterback too much time to work with.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And the pass is incomplete.
Hey, really good call here by the defense coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. And pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Powering through the defender. It's out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Handoff to the back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. I'm the offensive coordinator. I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Nowhere to run at the middle.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable, potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
Now moving the receiver now before the snap. He gets loose. Again, moves the ball to the 17, first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? End zone ahead. He stopped just short after the 2, but an excellent run. The timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So now we'll have a field goal attempt. One of the biggest moments of this game so far. A timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit out of the field. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. They reclaimed the lead with that.
game.